So here's going to be the terms. Here's the terms in the Bible and things of that nature that you're going to look out for, and just replace this concept in your mind anytime you see these terms. So for the most part, man, y'all always hear me say this: masculine thought form. Boy, offspring or descendant of a thought form. Woman, feminine thought form, aka receiving ideas. Daughter, offspring or descendant emotions. King, ruler over principles that was passed down. So that's what a king is. A king is a ruler. So when y'all hear emperor, that just means a person that's in power. But emperor means a power that's being implemented. So this is a powerful thought, an egotistical thought, a narcissistic thought, or an attention-seeking thought. That's what it's talking about. All of these are different terms and words for our natures, our virtues, for astrology terms. And in astrology, we still utilize some of these same terms today, like the Lord going through a house and things of that nature. You see what I'm saying? Now, Prince is not necessarily talking about anthropomorphizing an actual person. It's actually talking about a principle. So whatever name, all these names is just telling you what kind of virtue or principle it is. Like you hear Malachi. So understand this, the anthropomorphized story. If you don't understand the numerology and gematria and you just get lost into the words, you're just going to read it as Malachi. But if you understand the gematria and the numerology first and the spiritual understanding first, then you will understand that Malachi is just an anthropomorphized story of a virtue or a principle. So that's like saying a person who moves like a Malachi, that's like saying somebody moved. Now, I'm just using this as an example. Malachi is an actual representation if you read the story. But the same way, calling somebody a bastard is a representation. When you say that's a bastard, what baggage do that word carry? You see what I'm saying? When you call someone a bitch, what baggage do that word carry? When you call someone a teacher, what baggage do that word carry? You see what I'm saying? So this is a virtue. So Malachi will be a virtue. But when you're reading it in a book, you'll be reading it as if it's an actual story. You see what I'm saying? But we're going to get into these terminology because y'all get lost into terminology. So even when you hear the word and God spoke, the Lord speak, that's a different way to interpret it. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to get into that. Now, like I said, right? So Prince is another term for principles. And Prince was used the same way. If a lot of y'all went to college, I know they made a lot of y'all study Shakespeare and stuff like that. If you knew how to do it the right way, because I ain't need to go to school to none of this shit like that. I didn't even graduate high school. But I know I interacted with enough college students and put them on the game for me to realize that I would have had straight A's. I would have had straight A's. For real. Like, it ain't nothing. I would have went straight to the teacher desk. But, right? When you start to understand it, you start to understand that we're creating art out of characteristics. We're creating art out of something that's already there. So we're anthropomorphizing clouds. We're anthropomorphizing dinosaurs, animals. You want to learn about teeth. You want to learn about bugs. We anthropomorphizing anything for the sake of our entertainment, and this gives us the ability to understand symbolism and creativity in art. You know what I'm saying? How well you can see the creativity within art spectrums and things of that nature. So keep that in mind also. You know what I'm saying, right? You want to make sure you're creatively free. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure you got your creativity always out and about doing what you necessarily need to do as far as your own idea, your own aspect, and make sure you're not governed under anybody to make you think less of yourself of how you correlate in your creativity. So keep that in mind also. But like I said, right, when we start to talk about discipline, right? Discipline is another terminology for disciples. Disciple, that's another term for discipline. So anytime you hear disciples, and like God's disciples, or you know what I'm saying, Christ's disciples, or things of that nature, it's talking about disciplines. So each disciple is a representation of a goddamn discipline. So keep that in mind also. So and disciplines help with stability. So discipline is your first way of understanding how to manifest or how to cling on to a ritual or a spell and to make this work in some way, shape, or form. So keep that in mind also. You got to have discipline. Without discipline, that's you're not putting in works, whatever that you're putting faith in. And faith means belief. So without belief, you don't have faith. So for the most part, when you got too many beliefs and things of that nature, you got too many faith-based systems in some way, shape, or form. Or you got too much magic. And for the most part, that's becoming demonic. And you're going to have to look at someone who don't cling on to that many down emotions and feelings in order to lighten up your life in some way, shape, or form. Even if it's someone who don't even share your same beliefs, you'll look at them as a sense of refreshment. And now that's internal, spiritually, period. I don't care how much you lost into a religion. You just need to understand life. That's why I be saying religious Protestant people and things of that nature, when y'all read these books, y'all don't read it from life. Y'all read it from the words. So y'all wrapped up in the government based upon Rome calling it Christianity, because the priests in Rome and the rabbis stole from motherfuckers who was doing rituals and practices back then, who ain't know nothing about Christianity. They took that shit and made it a law. Now Christianity is part of politics. See what I'm saying? As far as all the other ones too. It's a witchcraft. But here's the thing. Always remember, Jesus wasn't no Christian. Jesus ain't know nothing about no Christ. Otherwise, Protestants would be casting stones at me for the very same thing that they think Jesus shouldn't have been casting stones at. So when they hear me say I'm Archangel Uriel, they say, no, I ain't. Why the fuck you believe in Jesus Christ then? That was the same motherfucker reason he got hung on the cross. What the fuck is you talking about? Wake the fuck up. This what you supposed to be doing. Practice what you preach. That's why you don't practice what you preach. That's why you don't manifest. That's why you don't do nothing. That's why nothing works for you. That's why your ministry don't flourish. Now don't say I ain't told you so. I done came in Jacob one motherfucking time. Motherfucker, start wrestling with y'all dumbass thought forms. Now look. This is the real shit, and this is the real esoteric Jesus. This the real shit, the shit y'all gonna love. You gonna love yourself. You gonna love the world. You gonna love everybody who can love themselves too, because you got enough love to give at that. This is the real Jesus Christ energy. Not this weak ass, watered down, westernized Rome shit that they call Christianity, that I hate even calling it esoteric Christianity. It's not even called Christianity. This is some shit that you jump into the spirit and you learn about some powerful shit. That's it. That's all. You see what I'm saying? That kind of shit. Priests. Right now, before we got physical priests, like I said, all of them are trying to live like inverted stars. So they're trying to do it backwards. They're not doing it the right way. So they're doing it for rulership, government. As soon as you try to use your power for something, no, they use your power for you and say, no, you got to use your power for this. Built this pillar, built this column, built this building. Learn this, built our world. No. You know what I'm saying? We can't do that shit no more. But like I said, right? Priest technically is ye. Ye is anything below the horizon. There's no such thing as below the horizon. So something that's more far out. Something that's more far out, that's dealing with more separation. So that's more wise. But also, for something to be born and for something to go further out, more out than something that's born after it, that's also represent elder. Or something that's older, an older planet or older light. So something that was already at an AM and went to a PM. So it can teach things that just now at an AM where it's actually going. So this is stars. This is like Saturn teaching the sun what's going to happen to you when you get into the 7th house. Because I'm exalted in the 7th house. I'm the all-seeing eye. I'm the equilibrium in this motherfucker. I'm the temple that's Solomon, the sun and the moon is floating in. You and the moon is floating in. Reflecting off each other. So for the most part, as far as Malakuth, so for the most part, it's like that kind of concept where it's trying to tell us priests is basically is a planet that's in the area where things like the sun that we can see that's close to us is getting ready to go. So to know where we're going, we have to know where we come from. So Saturn is like where we come from. So looking at the sun, we can know where we're going. We're going into darkness because Saturn is already there. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's like that kind of shit. So priests in general just represents the stars below the horizon or the elder lights, or the stars below the stars below, or the nighttime versions of the stars. So the priest aspect of Venus will be Taurus. The priest aspect of motherfucking the priest aspect of goddamn Mercury will be Virgo. The priest aspect of goddamn Mars will be Scorpio. You see what I'm saying? And then you got planets, when we start to talk about fixed stars, that's actually out there. So they was already in this space before, and now they further out. So now they're the outer, not the upper. We get lost into this upper shit down here and try to build up, and that's what the Tower of Babylon represent and shit like that. But it gets a little deeper based upon the symbolism with the tower. Not